New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. Join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session at ntmedia.org/prayer. And now it's time to pray together. And hello again, dear ones. Dr. Robert with you here on a Saturday evening. It is 8:15 on the Mountain Time Zone, and that means it is time for our evening prayers. I trust you've had a great Saturday. I want to thank you for being with us and express my gratitude for how grateful I am that you're a part of what we're doing here on the New Thought Media Network. Here we come to you every day, twice a day, to share an affirmative prayer. Now, this is not begging and beseeching. Let's be clear. When we talk about that here at New Thought Media Network, we're not talking about begging and beseeching. We're talking about an affirmative prayer, an affirmation of truth that sometimes leads to a revelation of truth. Exactly. And now there are a few ways that you can stay in touch with our team and be a part of what we're doing. Number one, if you're watching live, you're welcome to drop a comment in the comment box. If I see it before I close my eyes, I'll include you in our prayer. And please head on over to our website, ntmedia.org/prayer. Over there, you will find a form that you can fill out, ask for your name and email and that sort of stuff. And then you send us your prayer requests. And that goes to all of our prayer practitioners, so everybody gets it at the same time, and we can all jump on board with your prayer through that as well. Of course, you're also welcome if you'd like to work with any of our prayer practitioners directly. Feel free to drop onto that same page, fill out that form, and just let us know in the comment box there who you'd like to speak with. We'll make sure that we get that person in touch with you as soon as we can as well. Also, we are a 501c3 financial nonprofit. So if you have it in you and you're able to support us, please give a donation. We have a new donation link that goes directly so we can keep track of where donations are coming from and which shows they're coming from. So we have a brand new donation link for you to drop onto, and that'll come directly to this team and help to keep this program on the air. You'll also notice a QR code up in the corner of the broadcast. You can take a picture of that with your phone and follow that. That'll take you to the prayer broadcast, to the donation page as well. And of course, if you're not seeing, if you're on your phone right now, it's hard to take a picture of a QR code when you're on your phone. If you are on your phone, we'll make sure that the link is in the description of today's broadcast. So thank you for your donations. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing here on the New Thought Media Network. You know, it's a Saturday night, and I will personally be speaking at the Center for Spiritual Living, Concordia, in Rhode Island tomorrow. It's a virtual talk, so 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock time, I will be there supporting that community. You can tune in through their YouTube page, I believe, and I believe through their Facebook page as well. So do a search on Facebook for Friends of Concordia CSL, and you should find it. And there's always a ton of great material, a ton of great content, great people all over Facebook and YouTube tomorrow morning. So check that out. We'll be doing our all-day broadcasting as we always do. So check that out. But for today, you know, I don't know about you, but it's been a Saturday. Well, I hope it's been a Saturday for you. It's been a Saturday for me, and it's been a Saturday of great debate. There are some great conversations going on across our Substack channel, across Facebook, and, you know, as is the nature of well, humans, sometimes people get entrenched in their beliefs and in their position and in their perspective of things, and it can be a delicate balance of how we talk with people to help them see perhaps a different idea, or perhaps for ourselves to take on a new idea. And I can say I've had a couple of those today where hey, that's a perspective I hadn't considered, and I take that in, and I work with that, and I use that to help inform how I respond. And that's going to be our prayer request for the evening. What I'd like to pray about is that we each come to a point of slowing down, letting go of the energetic of being a keyboard warrior, and slow down to allow for the divine to inform our responses, not our reactions, responses rather than reactions. And allow the divine, give time, give space for the divine to inform those responses before we just go kicking off on a rant or a rage against something on the internet. So if you're with that, if you're in that one with me, join me. If you're in a safe enough space to close your eyes, I invite you to please do so. And join in as we center in on this prayer. Center into a place of remembering that there is one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is moving and breathing and having its being as all of life. One self-existing cause that is right now taking on form, knowing it'll abandon that form so it can take on new form. And that form it's taking on is our lives. Who you are, who I am, who our kids are, our family, our friends, our colleagues, our coworkers, even those we don't like. Still all part of the divine, part of the one. Part of that source and that supply, that everything that is the everything and the no thing. One self-existing cause that is right now becoming itself as us, as you, as me, as everyone. So as I recognize that truth, I recognize that there is more than just myself, but that I am a divine emanation of God's life. I am a divine emanation of God's word. I am a divine emanation of the majesty, the magnificence, the truth that is revealing itself. There really is only one of us here. That is God. I recognize God's life is the one. Life is perfect, as whole and complete, with nothing missing, nothing absent. I know that same truth of my life. And so in the moments of my humanness, I am reminded, and I do this moment by moment by moment, I remind myself, the best I am able, that it is God speaking through me and as me, not me speaking for God, but God speaking as me. So I must suspend my human reactions. I must suspend my human impulse to dive right in and to make it all right, and whatever it might be. I must suspend that so there is space in the ether for the divine to pour through, for the divine to take over my fingers on the keyboard, for the divine to speak this word, for the divine to enter into who I am and bring forth a revelation of truth, not a human accusation, not a human reaction, but a divine response, a divine revelation of truth. That is what we are. We are divine revelations of truth, and it is our work to do that in the world, to bring that truth into a greater expression of itself through the written word, through the spoken word, through how we smile at somebody at the gym, how we react or how we respond to a comment online, to give the space, to slow down a moment, to let things sit, and then allow God to be the voice of reason, a reasoned response, a revelation of truth. And as I sit, as I allow for that breath, as I allow for that pause, as I allow for that sacred space to take form, then I know and I can trust that what I respond with, how I respond, is absolutely divinely ordained. It is not a reactionary rage against whatever. It is a reasoned response to the events of our day, to the experiences of our lives. And that is spiritual living. That is living from a spiritual insight. That is living a spiritual life. Not a human life, but a life of the divine. We are each that here now, and we each have within us that opportunity, moment by moment by moment, to live as the divine. So that is what we do. That is how we show up. I claim for each one that may be hearing these words a deep sense of yes, a deep sense of, okay, I'm in, Robert. A deep sense of, let's do that, divine. Let's do that, God. Let's be that in the world. Not a voice of condemnation and accusation, a voice of reason and truth, bringing wholeness and truth to the conversation. Not speculation, not accusation, not a rage, but a reasoned response, informed by the divine and formed by God. That is my prayer. That is my promise. That is my intention and commitment, to allow the space for the divine to respond as my life, through my life, with my life, and know that it is good, that there is good in the world. So I am grateful to be in this moment, grateful to be an opportunity to express this prayer, most especially grateful to sit in the midst of it all and let it be. If any word of this has resonated with you, I invite you to join me as we release this word into the creative law, that law that must return this word fulfilled, this law that must not return this word void, but is already operating upon this word. We release and let go and affirm the truth by simply saying, and so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you so much for being with me here this evening on the New Thought Media Network. I'm Dr. Robert. I'll be back again sometime soon. Thanks for being a part of what we're doing. Please do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Hit that donate button. Help this network continue to do the work that we do and continue to bring forth more and more good work. And tune in tomorrow. We'll be here at 8:15 with our morning prayers. 9 o'clock, it's Center for Spiritual Living, Midtown Atlanta. 10 o'clock, it's Center for Spiritual Living, Denver. And then beginning at 1 o'clock, we do Just the Talk all afternoon long. Just the Talk from a whole series of wonderful communities where they are so gracious. They let us take their Sunday service and snip out just the talk. We chop out just the talk and bring that to you throughout the afternoon. So a whole bunch of great messages tomorrow here on the New Thought Media Network. I'm Dr. Robert. I'm going to get out of here for now, but I do want to say thank you and wish you peace and blessings. And until next time, I wish you peace and richest blessings. Bye now. On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon
8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.